Rowan Atkinson is one of the rare performers who can make a room laugh before he even says a full sentence. But Rowan was never only Mr. Bean. When he spoke about Blackadder, he explained that the idea came from avoiding comparisons with Fawlty Towers. Instead of making a normal sitcom, they moved the story into different periods of English history.
Unfavorably compared to Fawlty Towers,
Most
whatever we did, and most things are. Indeed, the Blackadder, I'm sure, is unfavorably compared. We thought we'd reduce the chances of that by at least taking it completely out of the 20th century, which was the century we were in at the time, and set it back.
More of that Oxford education coming back.
Years later, Mr. Bean became so famous that Rowan could not even talk about him normally. On Graham Norton, Rowan's love for cars has also produced some brilliant interview moments. During a Formula One broadcast, Martin Brundle asked what Mr. Bean would think of the race. Rowan answered calmly, then slipped into a perfect impression of Brundle's style.
It's really good to see you.
What would Mr. Bean reckon to all of this Formula One malarkey?
Well, he would enjoy it very much because he's a car enthusiast, as you know.
Oh, that's right, yeah.
Cars, then he'd enjoy it. But anyway, it's fantastic to be here. I'm a guest of George Russell, which is, it wasn't planned for me to be here on a weekend, when he got pole, but here we are.
Rowan Atkinson name-dropping. Whatever next?
I know. I'm here as a matter of fact, as a guest of George Russell. So.
Oh, fantastic.
So that's how privileged I am.
Yeah. Lovely to see you, Rowan.
Instead of reviewing a car like a normal presenter, Rowan showed that his expressions alone could say everything.
Now, I know that if you were a presenter on this show, you could just do it with an expression.
Right.
If you were presented with McLaren F1, the imperiousness one gets from a Range Rover.
With one look, he could turn a McLaren or a Range Rover into a comedy setup. Rowan played an actor forced to accept an award for the man who beat him. What begins politely becomes a bitter, hilarious speech, full of fake dignity and insults, delivered so seriously that it almost feels...
We all know the answer to that one. Syphilis.
But one of the funniest parts of Rowan's fame is how people react when they almost recognize him. In one interview, he described a man who insisted he only looked like Mr. Bean, even after Rowan explained that he actually played him.
The thing I find most tricky is when people don't recognize you particularly, but half recognize you. It's that strange thing where they go... And of course that means they stare. They stare a lot, and they just look. You're sort of feeling, I wish that person wouldn't stare at me, so I'd rather just hold up a flag saying yes. 2 years ago, I was in a Land Rover parts department near Peterborough. They were standing around with a group of guys, and I could see this guy doing that. And he came up to me after a while and he said, "Excuse me, has anyone ever told you that you're the absolute spitting image of that Mr. Bean?" And I said, "Well, actually, I am the actor who plays Mr. Bean." And he said, "I bet you wish you were." And there followed this bizarre conversation in which the more I tried to claim that I was the person whom he thought I merely resembled, the less he believed me. But what was funny was how close he thought I was to he said the resemblance is uncanny. Have you ever thought of doing any, look-alike work, like, stag nights and hen nights? You could go along as Mr. Bean. And I said, no, I haven't. He said, because you can make an absolute fortune.
Rowan Atkinson proves one thing again and again. Comedy does not always need noise. Sometimes all it needs is timing, precision, and one perfectly serious face.